Our first encounter kicks off with a guy who dives straight into a rocky cave, probably trying to hide from a bear. Smart, right? Well, maybe not, because there's a chance that very cave was actually the bear's den. Now imagine the tension. You're hiding out of breath, hoping the thing chasing you just gives up, while not realizing you might have just walked into its living room. Stay tuned to see if he makes it out of this one, because things are about to get real. Somehow, he manages to squeeze past the bear. The bear sniffs him a little, but then just lets him walk away. No growls, no chase, nothing. Maybe he got lucky and the bear just wasn't hungry, or maybe he didn't smell like food. Either way, I'd say he walked right past death. You don't get face to face with a bear and live to tell the story too often. And before we jump into the next clip, if you're enjoying these intense encounters, consider hitting that subscribe button. I've got a lot more wild videos coming, and it would mean a lot to reach that 1,000 subscriber milestone. Let's grow this channel together. The Black Camper is all about keeping it real. No fake drama, no clickbait, just genuine camping adventures you can actually believe. This video starts like any other, packing up gear, hitting the road, and looking forward to some peaceful time in the wild. But when he arrives at the campsite, surprise, it's packed like a concert, not a quiet forest. Guess he picked the hottest spot in town without even trying. What happens next? Well, you'll have to watch and see. Let's just say it's not your typical camping night.
Alright, y'all. There's actually a ton of people out here camping, man. Tons of people. So, alright, yeah. Got Chad. That's my buddy Chad. But yeah, alright, let's get camp set up. I think it's right here by 6. Alright. So, I might camp right there. We got, alright, so we got plenty of neighbors. Oh, I thought that was a crane. I mean, that is a crane. I thought that was something else. But yeah, we got plenty of neighbors tonight, dog. So let's see the best spot. This is our campsite. Right there will be perfect for the dirt stand. But somebody got here. I should have probably camped here. Ain't flat enough either. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna set up right here because I'm not making a fire. Dirty diapers and glass in the fire pit. Yeah, I'm not making a fire. All right. See, this is why I don't like this park, man. Hopefully, I got enough water. I got enough fuel to boil my water. But yeah, all right. Let me get camp set up, dog. I think that's flat as hell. That's the flattest I'm gonna get. All right.
In the end, he still set up his tent, even with all the people around. He figured, hey, nature's nature, right? He even tried to get a campfire going, until he realized the fire pit looked like a diaper changing station. Yeah, someone left baby diapers right there. Nature and nasty don't mix. Still, he made himself comfortable, ready for a chill night under the stars. But of course, peace and quiet never last too long in these kinds of videos.
Good for the night, cause I think it's gonna get kind of hectic. But that's cool. We ready for it. We ready. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice tent, and if anything, we get washed away, we got the truck right there. You know what I'm saying? But now we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. It's me. It's like 1, 2, 3 other people here. They all been here for a couple weeks. So yeah, I said weeks. anyway, look at that. Oh, look at that bird on the water. There's a bunch of fish right there, man. But they weren't messing with me, and I ain't messing with them no more. Not for. I'm going fishing on a boat, dog. I need me a kayak.
As the sun started to set, everything began to shift. The mood, the vibe, even the people around him. The same people who kept circling his camp like they were lost, or looking for something. It was clear, this wasn't going to be one of those peaceful nights under the stars, and just when things felt the most tense, that's when it really happened.
You told me you handed it directly to him.
I don't remember exactly.
No, you told me with the homie down there that you told.
Mom, I knew this was gonna happen.
You better go find my wallet, man.
I don't have it.
What'd you do with it? Where you put it?
I don't know. I don't have it, bro.
You just told me you knew what you did with it.
I was half asleep. I might have given it.
You might have given it to who?
don't know where it
Find my wallet, bro. The police on their way here, dog. You in trouble. Because you told me you found my wallet, right? You better call your mom. You better find my wallet, Chad.
I don't have it.
You better, what you do with it?
I put it up there on the stand.
You told me you gave it to Jerry.
Bro, I was half asleep. You don't know this.
You told me you gave it to Jerry, right?
I thought I did. I don't
You
know.
thought you did, man. You better find my shit, bro. That's bogus as hell. I was finna give you $50 for that shit, bro. Find my wallet. The police on their way. What's up, YouTube, man? BC here. I'm back out at Hillsdale State Park. Y'all know I was out here camping in the rain last night, and I left my wallet, and the punk, bro. I wasn't even gonna talk about the homeless people, but man, I remember the damn homeless people stole my wallet, man. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I come back, the guy like, oh man, I turned your wallet in as soon as I found it. This and that, woo. I gave it right to Jerry. Like, man, so I come up here to talk to Jerry. Jerry's like, they ain't give me no wallet, bro. Like, no wallets up there. I'm like, come on, man, you can't, come on, man, why you lie? Why you gotta lie? I was finna hook the homie up with, I was finna hook him up with about $30. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a big deal. You finding my wallet and just turning it in. But to lie about it, bro, that shit was not cool not cool at all.
At some point, he realized his wallet was missing, and just when things were already feeling off, one of the guys nearby suddenly said he found it. But then, surprise, he changed the story, said maybe he gave it to someone else, or to Jerry. Classic Jerry move, always showing up when things go missing. In the end, no one really knew what happened, and let's be honest, when strangers start playing hot potato with your wallet, it's probably time to pack up. Nature can be peaceful, but sometimes it's the people that make you want to run back to civilization. In this video, Nolan and his friend decide to explore some abandoned buildings. You know, just a little harmless urban adventure. Everything seems quiet at first, until suddenly the sound of sirens breaks the silence. They have no idea who the police are after, and could be anyone, right? But nope. Turns out they are the main attraction. And what happens next? Let's just say, you won't believe it. This one takes a turn you won't see coming.
I have a knife in my pocket and a handgun in my front.
Handgun in your front?
Yes.
I have a knife in my backpack.
What else do you have?
I have a knife.
Take your backpack off. Put it over there.
Like I said, it's dangerous. Going as hell. Somebody in here that's been hanging out here. They decided to because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't know you're back here.
All right.
Be here for a month.
That is a very valid reason.
Like I said, you know the village aside. Just go up there and check with them. You could probably do what you need to do. Or talk to the mayor. He was just roaming around here. All these houses, I'm sure, like I said, I don't think there's been an issue with going in them. Like I said, people have been filming in that buildings like.
Yeah, we saw it driving by. We were like, we gotta take a look.
Yeah. Like I said, just go up to the village and ask to talk to the mayor. I bet you'll give you the okay. Just tell them you want to take some photos. I think they'll care. All right?
Yeah, thank you guys.
One of the cops even has a gun pointed straight at them, and you can feel the tension through the footage. One wrong move, and this little adventure could have ended very differently. But luckily, the officers were actually pretty chill. Turns out they just didn't know what these guys were doing sneaking around abandoned buildings. And apparently you're supposed to tell the mayor or something? Yeah. Lesson learned. Sometimes it's better to let people know you're exploring their haunted ruins, unless you like heart attacks. So next time you plan on sneaking into an abandoned place, maybe just shoot the mayor a quick email. Hey, not a criminal, just vibin'. Now let's move on. But maybe with a little less adrenaline this time, or not. July 21st, 2025. The YouTube channel Metro on the Move accidentally captured what might just be one of the worst nightmares for any camper. It all started like your usual camping trip, a group of friends, but what woke them up the next morning was far from peaceful birdsong. It was chaos, pure panic. Something had everyone up and running, and the camera caught the moment it all went downhill. You never really expect to wake up from a tent and feel like you're in a disaster movie, until you do. Let's just say, after watching this, you might think twice about sleeping too far from the car.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Good morning.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. That's on my tent, dude. It attacked my tent. Oh my god.
We get a call.
Hey, yo! Hey!
Yeah.
Bear!
Attack my tent.
Hey!
Hey guys, wake up, guys.
Everyone woke up in total panic, tents torn open, giant claw marks slashed through the fabric. A bear had tried to get inside while they were sleeping. People were yelling, scrambling, running in every direction, trying to understand what just happened. Just when they thought the worst was over, someone shouted, "The bear's still here, it's scratching at another tent." Imagine waking up thinking you're camping, but realizing you're actually part of a survival documentary. Let's see how this wild night ends.
Right where?
Bear! Oh my god.
He's right there, just next to you. Behind you, behind you.
Yes. No running.
No, I get in the light. Oh, there he is.
Get out of bear.
There he is.
Hey! Hey!
Out of the way.
Go!
After the bear made its grand entrance, the group did everything they could to scare it off, shouting, banging things together, even throwing rocks. Eventually, the beast seemed to get the message. It turned around and disappeared into the woods. But the panic it left behind? That stuck with everyone. Here's the thing. Once you step into the forest, the rules change. Out there, you're not in charge. Nature is. And nature doesn't care about your camping checklist when you become prey for a hungry predator. So please, bear spray, noisemakers, anything that can help. Always be prepared, and tell me in the comments, have you ever had a close call in the wild like this? Eli and Graham are a lovely older couple from the UK who love hitting the road in their caravan, exploring new places, and sharing their adventures on YouTube. In November, they were on one of their usual trips when an emergency forced them to cut it short. Unfortunately, they were too far from home to make it back in a single day, so they searched online and found a spot where they could park and rest overnight. They got settled around 11 p.m., ready for a quiet night under the stars. But around 1 a.m., strange noises started echoing outside their caravan. Shaken but safe, Eli and Graham stepped outside to face the unexpected chaos. What followed was far from the peaceful camping night they had planned, turning this trip into one of their most intense and unforgettable experiences on the road.
Just can't believe it. We've just been woken up with a loud bang, and you dropped something on the floor there. Was that glass? 2 bricks, and someone's just smashed Merlin's windows while we were sleeping. So no, we don't recommend this as a place to stop. They smashed the windscreen, but Graham's hoping he can drive with that. But here's us in the middle of nowhere, with a broken window and a cracked windscreen, 200 miles from home.
It seems that during their stop, some hooligans decided to cause trouble. They threw bricks and smashed one of the windows on Eli and Graham's caravan. And then, just like that, they vanished into the night. No robbery, no theft, just pure intimidation. But who would do something like that? And why target an elderly couple traveling peacefully across the country? You've got to wonder about the reasons behind it. Was it just a random act of vandalism by some bored troublemakers? Maybe a group of kids looking for a thrill, with no real motive other than chaos? Or perhaps it was someone who didn't want outsiders camping in that spot. Locals who are protective of their territory and don't take kindly to strangers parking in their area. Some might even think it could be a prank gone too far, a misguided attempt to scare them off without any real intention to hurt. It's crazy to think about, but sometimes people do things without fully thinking of the consequences, especially when it comes to harmless travelers just trying to enjoy the outdoors. Whatever the reason, it must have been terrifying for Eli and Graham to wake up to the sound of breaking glass and discover the damage. But thankfully, they're both okay, shaken, but safe. And after taking some time to recover and get things fixed, they didn't let this ruin their spirit of adventure. Now, they're back on the road, stronger and more determined than ever to keep exploring and sharing their journeys with us. It just goes to show, sometimes the unexpected happens, but with courage and a bit of luck, you keep moving forward. Murphy's Diesel is a YouTube channel where big trucks meet big problems. And in this video, Murphy was called in for something serious. A tree had fallen directly onto a camper van. The woman inside needed help, and fast. Murphy showed up with his tools, checked the damage, and got to work. No drama, just experience and a solid plan. It's not every day you see a monster truck rescue a camper, but for Murphy, just another wild day in the outdoors.
What do you folks think about that? Old Mad Dog's gonna be whipping this camera around today. What do you think about that tree laying in that camper over there, babe?
It's freaking wild. That would suck.
Hello, Mommy.
Hello, Ricky. Wrecker Rick.
My mom, folks. She's coming to help us today. I mean to tell you, folks, that is a big oak tree laying on top of this Winnebago.
A massive pine tree had fallen right in the middle of this camper van. It looks like strong winds and an old weakened trunk were the perfect recipe for disaster. Even worse, the woman inside had just finished cooking when it happened. The timing couldn't have been worse, but luckily she wasn't hurt. It could have ended very differently. Nature doesn't warn you, it just acts.
They had just fixed the spotted dinner. The missus was inside, minding her own business. The mister was hanging out outside when a microburst came through and wind started a whipping. Let me tell you, broke this tree off right here and just smashed the living out of this Winnebago. He was hunkered down right here trying to get out of the wind and the rain. Imagine being hunkered down right here. He said he had a hold of this handle and bwhammy! Gigantic tree crushes the Winnebago. And I mean right through the roof. Here's the log right here. Had they have been showering at that moment, they'd have been goners. The missus was standing right here, had just whipped up a spotted dinner, and she's washing her hands. Just imagine, you're right here, washing up, and bwhammy! Tree comes through the ceiling. The wife sustained minor injuries. I believe she'll make a full recovery. I think the only thing holding this up is this slide out right here. I mean, the tree is literally resting right there on this slide out. Boy, I'll tell you what, this is one stout awning. It's literally holding this whole tree up. enough chit chat. We're gonna get this thing recovered. Stand by, folks. All right, first order of business, we're gonna back Hellboy up here, and I'm gonna boom all the way up and out, and I'm gonna see how high the boom goes, because if I can hold this log up right there, I can cut it off at the trailer. I'm worried about just cutting it off at the trailer and letting it hit the ground. I don't want it to hit the trailer. I realize it's damaged, but I don't want to damage it any more than it already is.
Apparently the woman was at the sink washing dishes, and according to what they said, if she had been anywhere else in that van, things could have ended way worse. Her husband, who was outside and saw the whole thing, couldn't believe his eyes. He took a deep breath and stepped inside, and when he saw his wife alive, he was just grateful it wasn't worse. Moral of the story? Nature doesn't play games. 1 second you're washing dishes. Next second you're almost a headline. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. I don't want to beg, but I will drop to my knees in the dirt like a raccoon caught stealing Doritos if that's what it takes. This is Whispers in the Dark. Stay safe out there in the woods. And remember, trees fall, bears don't care, and Mother Nature's got hands.